episode 12. Today on the show, I have Brook Banham from Middlecott Designs in Detroit.
Hey.
Thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you, sir, for inviting me.
Yes, and I got my co-host, Marc Church, is back.
Hello.
Hey, all right. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spend your Saturday evening with us. I had to feed you to get you over here, but
Yeah.
that was good, though.
Yeah, he's hard to get.
Yeah. So, this is episode 12. Things are moving on pretty good here. Like I said on my last show, these shows are going to start being on YouTube, which is cool. Peggy knows how to do that now, and also it'll still be on your favorite listening device, Spotify or whatever. So keep an eye out for that. So we're going to start off talking to Brooke about. Well, Brooke, let's give a little bit of a background because you were on. I forgot what episode you were on. I know I have a lot more listeners, followers. So go ahead, give us a little background.
Yeah, well, thanks, Dean. Yeah, my name is Brooke. I've been in Detroit. Well, I'm an industrial designer, technically, and illustrator. I've been in Detroit with my own company called Middlecott Design since 2012. We started it. And me, personally, I specialize in vehicles, shoes, bags. I know that's kind of a broad thing, but just my career has taken me into those different areas.
Yeah.
So that's my specialty, and I'm a sketcher.
Yeah.
I only sketch. I don't do much computer-aided design. I'm just drawing. That's why people hire me, just for purely drawing. So it's just
nice.
concept generation. First, the very beginning stages of design where you sketch. Then sometimes my sketches get sent to a CAD person, and then they CAD it up, then it gets sent to the later stages of development.
Right.
So that's me in a nutshell. I work with my wife, Judith, who's a graphic designer. And so together we run Middlecott Design from downtown Detroit. We like to keep it small and tight. We have one other graphic designer we hire, but just try to keep it small because unfortunately we're not super money motivated. We're more easy motivated. We want things easy.
Yeah, laid back. Yeah.
No stress and hiring and dealing with everyone's insurance, including our own, and all that stuff. We just like to be as easy as possible. So I like to keep it small, and we're willing to take a little bit of a hit for that.
Yeah. So have you always been sketching? Was it when you first started out with your painting or anything like that? Was it always sketch?
No. Well, it reveals my age, but I grew up in the time of Dukes of Hazzard, the Smokey and the Bandit,
Same here,
and that was a big car era, wasn't it? I mean,
Yes.
we had so much car shows. My dad worked at GM for Pontiac at the time,
Yeah.
so he was a car guy. He brought home some fancy cars sometimes, like a Pontiac, like a Firebird, excuse me.
Yeah.
And so I was drawing those things. And my mom kind of was a little bit of an artist. And
Yeah.
so her drawing stuff, and then I took that side of her for my, I guess, I started drawing, I guess, because of her.
Yeah.
My dad being into cars, I naturally was drawing cars.
Yeah.
Oh, and tanks and battleships.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let's switch over to Marc.
Yeah.
Let's give me a little background on you, Marc.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I
I just surprised you with that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
That's-
Marc Church, graphic designer. No, I sketch, but primarily, my tools are Illustrator, Photoshop, InDesign, and I've got a background in web. Do some video stuff, some large scale trade show booth design stuff. Yeah,
Very cool.
so a little similar to Brooke, but not similar.
Well, in the design, we're both designers.
Yeah. Well, let me go back up. Everybody's probably seen that picture of that Oldsmobile, that drawing you did of the Oldsmobile. You've seen it on the front of your building.
Yeah.
I have the big picture hanging in my TV room. He came by today and he signed it for me, which was very cool.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it when they come in. I have to go show them the picture. Oh, that's awesome, man! They love it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits perfectly in our window outside so it's on Jefferson.
It's still there?
Oh yeah, it's still there.
Oh wow.
So how big is that? Because I print off two, and they're one for you and one for this window.
Yeah.
And how it's like 5 feet long and 3 feet wide, tall.
Yeah.
Massive. They're really big.
Yeah.
And so it's been sitting there. It's good. I get a lot of attention. For it.
Yeah. I drove out there. Me and Peg went out there over the summer to pick up the one print.
Yeah.
And saw it outside. Got some pictures. It was cool. Got a nice place out there. It's awesome.
Yeah. This is a
Very
very
cool.
lucky find. Well, not lucky. It's just how you look for houses. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. But it's very cool.
Yeah.
So You're here today to talk about your upcoming sketch battle,
Yeah, yes, sir.
and that's coming up in January.
January, end of January.
Okay.
Yep. January 27th and 28th, because there's technically two.
Is that a Friday, Saturday, or
It's a Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
where's that happening at?
So it's happening actually in the College of Creative Studies.
Oh, okay.
College has two campuses. This one is at the Taubman Center, which is on Baltimore and Cass. I
Yeah,
think.
New Center.
New Center.
Yeah.
There's a bar there called
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights. It's next door.
Of course, I know where the bar
Yeah,
is.
so a lot of these listeners
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
do. So that's why I
Yeah.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because that's one
Yeah.
of my favorites. So and it's funny, that building. Do you know this building? Have you seen it?
No.
It's tall. It's about 11 or 12 stories tall. Next door is the Secretary of State, and I say that in quotes like this because it was GM headquarters until they
really?
moved to the Ren Center.
Mhm.
So, you know that big building I'm talking about where the Secretary of State is.
I don't know.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
It's right New Center. It's across from the Fisher Building.
On
Okay.
Grand
All of that
Boulevard.
was GM Central.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
There was a GM. That was a GM Mecca place. GM headquarters, and then so the building that I'm doing the sketch battle in was the GM design headquarters, all the way up until they moved in the '70s to the place here,
Tech Center.
the Tech Center.
Yeah.
No, they moved
Oh.
before that. But anyway, this building is where they did all of the trucks and all the car design stuff because it's right next door to the headquarters and honestly I don't know when they moved to the Tech Center and I'm kind of embarrassed about that. But anyway, so it's got some pedigree and
Yeah.
that's where the College of Creative Studies, they also have the Transportation Design Studio there.
Okay.
For the degree, product design, fashion design, and some graphic design. It's all the design stuff. That's
Oh,
the
wow.
design for the college. They do all their design classes there, and then the other campus is more the art stuff like fine art, glass blowing, sculpture, that type of stuff.
Oh, wow.
So so I also teach there. It's funny as well.
Oh.
So that's how I've got the inroads to get the
Yeah.
sketch battle in there because I teach. Sometimes I teach transport design. Sometimes I teach
Yeah.
product, or sometimes I teach fashion. First come, first serve. I'm only doing one class per semester because I'm already busy, and so whoever calls me first, and I say
Right.
yes because I like it all. They're all fun in their own different ways.
Nice. So what's the sketch battle all about? What is, for people who don't know?
Well, sketch battle, the word, the name kind of helps explain it very much. So there's two of them firstly, and there's one for the kids because
Yeah, I
for
was
the
gonna ask you that.
this is it's called the Sketch Battle Junior, and then there's a Sketch Battle Pro, which is for the more the college kids, the college and professionals. So the Sketch Battle Junior, and I'll start with that because it's a nice little introduction to how the Sketch Battle is going to build up. Because the Sketch Battle Pro is just banging.
Yeah.
So before we start banging, well, let's start off with the Sketch Battle Junior. So what it is, it's an event where we, and I hate to use this word, but kind of educate the kids and parents about the possibilities of design.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know about the career prospects of going to art school. People think about going to art school. My kid ain't going to no art school,
Yeah.
type of thing. But
Right.
actually, you can have a pretty lucrative career and a very fun, satisfying career doing art school, but doing something that is really tangible, like design.
Right.
So I'm trying to encourage kids to do design, and I think this is a big movement right now. Kids, and I'm speaking from my own experience because I was drawing as a very young age. I remember drawing the Smokey and the Bandit cars and things, and if somebody continues that, so apparently my first car was 3 years old, but I'm sure I had breaks in there, and I don't draw like I was drawing from like started at 3 years old, and I'm like this age now, but anyway, I'm still pretty good, but thing is, kids should never have a break.
Right.
They start at these young ages and they do their scribbles and stuff, and then they kind of move on to sports or other things, video games.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't stop because if they keep going, then they will be freaking amazing.
Yeah. Right.
So that's what my mantra is about these guys. I just want them to be very amazing because you can, if you keep going at that age, and by the time you're at college age, 20 years old, and you leave college, by the time you're 40, you're going to be pretty much guaranteed a millionaire because these guys will be so very good,
Yes.
so sought
Right.
after. So that's why Sketch Battle Junior is all about the kids and the parents to tell them about the career design, the design careers, and parents need to know about it as well.
Right.
Parents want to know, how much is this education going to cost? Will he or she make some money at the end? And
Yeah.
so the Sketch Battle Junior is an opportunity for the parents to come in with the kids. The kids, we separate the kids off to one part of the room, and we have professional designers from Ford, GM, and Chrysler, and Rivian, and all these companies. We're working with the kids on
Yeah.
sketches. We're not totally teaching them, but it's just a fun session where
Making it fun.
making it fun, not a class. We're not like having a lecturer stand there and lecture. It's more like, guys, all right, let's draw something. How would you like to get to school? What would you want to fly on a magic carpet or ride the fastest motorcycle or ride a rocket ship? So leave it up to them and let their imaginations go wild. Meanwhile, the professional designers, we can be like, oh, that is, it's all about encouragement. Oh, that is such a cool idea. Oh, have you ever thought about making those wheels way fatter? Or something, that type of thing. Or, oh, you need to add an extra thruster on that thing.
Yeah, right. Let me ask you a question on the Sketch Battle Junior. What's the age on that to start off?
The age this is really high school kids. So,
okay, high school. All right.
12 to 18-ish.
Okay, nice.
We did do them. I really want to get the ones pre-high school, because right now, it's just like how basketball and football is working. The college coaches are coming and getting the high school kids early.
Yes. Right.
And this is how it is, and they're trying to get them earlier and earlier and earlier. So the same thing is happening with high school kids in design. Everyone's trying to recruit them early, and so it's kind of saturated a little bit. So I feel like we need to go younger. And that gets to my point about that's that point where they're starting to stop drawing and getting into other things. Yeah. So anyway, whatever. Yeah. This sketch battle is for high school age kids.
Okay. And how do you enter into this sketch battle?
So we're gonna post a little. I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
Because we're in the process of just organizing it. This is gonna be on Saturday, the 28th of January. Yeah. And you will have to RSVP, because we're supplying lunches for kids and the parents, and we're supplying all the art materials and everything. So we need to get a number, and so you can't just turn up. So RSVP. So we will set these details up. I will send you the links, and I'm going to be posting this. You guys out there, parents and kids and whoever is listening.
Sign up.
You're gonna sign up.
Yeah.
No, but also you're gonna be seeing posters and things, not only in the schools but in your local, coffee shop if you go there and stuff like that. So it's gonna be posted. Hopefully we do a little ad on WDET, so you'll hear about it through that. It's just a fun opportunity for us to help America become the best design center in the world by getting these kids rocking out early.
Yeah. And then what medium will the kids be using? Paper, pencil?
Yeah, we're just going to be doing pen and paper and whatever they want. This age range is quite wide, so we'll just have a whole range of materials for them. We won't do the computers yet. Yeah. But even though they're really keen on the computers as far as tablets and stuff like that.
For sure.
And just the final thing, we have a little competition at the end of that. Okay. Because sketching is competitive, and the thing about the Sketch Battle Junior is, don't scare the kids off. No competition, nothing scary, nothing intimidating. But at the end, those who are brave enough will have a little competition. So. They can win a nice prize. So CCS offers this 1 week summer camp where they actually live in the school. It's like a real camp. Yeah. And then they live in this Taubman Center, and then they go downstairs and they do the design stuff for a week, building clay model and sketching. So it's a really big deal. It's worth like over $3,000, like $3,600 for this week long camp.
Yeah. Cool.
So really cool. We'll do this little competition, and so a kid or two, I don't know how many will be able to win this. And so it's a fun event, and I look forward to it.
I was going to ask you, will there be spectators? Like, could I go to see this, or?
No.
Oh, well, thanks a lot.
Well, no. I have something way better for you, Dean.
Okay.
You don't want to watch the kids sketch. No, that's not
fun. Okay.
That's not fun.
I'll be next door at the bar.
Yeah, you could be, but what you really want to go to is the Friday night event.
Okay.
So the kid stuff is on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I
Friday-
want to do that.
the,
Yeah.
the Friday night is the sketch battle where it's open to public and
Oh,
it's
nice.
a full blown party.
Yeah.
Where it's a design party where it's a competition where designers compete to win. I think they can win up to $25,000, $1,000
Yeah.
watch, and all this
Wow.
stuff. 2,500, I said. Did I say 25,000?
Yeah,
Yeah.
1,000. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
way.
I was gonna say, sign me up.
Yeah, right. I'll practice.
Yeah.
No, 2,500. And so,
Yeah.
yeah. So no, this is the Sketch Battle Pro, and this is just we've had a 3-year break because of COVID.
Yeah.
And this thing was banging before COVID happened. We were all over the place. We were in LA, Vegas, New York, Chicago, San Francisco, the Pebble Beach Concourse. It was all over the place. Super popular, but then COVID just knocked us on our.
Yeah, because I was watching. You have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
You have your Brook Banham Middlecott design, and you have little clips of sketch battle.
Yeah.
And it's a couple of minutes. It's just a party there.
Oh, it is.
It's just
It
the
is.
music just bouncing, man.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It's we previously been having them at St. Andrews Hall,
Oh, okay.
downtown Detroit.
Yeah.
And that's where Eminem did his famous 8 Mile battle.
Oh,
His rap battle, and that's
Yeah.
what took him off.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, so brilliant concert venue, and it just brought a lot of vibes. Lasers, smoke machines,
Yeah.
hot chicks, hot guys, but then also amazing designers
Yeah.
and just banging Detroit techno because we're celebrating Detroit here with the sketch battle.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's firstly, it was conceived here in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
It was conceived because I did a master's at the College of Creative Studies. That's what brought me here to Detroit. And and that was
yes,
to
I
wade
remember
through that. That's to wade through that the recession in 2010 and 2008. And so I waded through that during this this master's degree. And part of the master's, quarter of this master's degree is business. So they said, all right, come up with a little fake business, and we can make a business plan and all that stuff.
Right.
It's like, well, screw that. I'm not going to make a fake one. I'm going to make a real one. And so
Awesome.
I had this idea about a sketch battle. And so I did a business plan for it, and it was so good because they walked me through the business plan and all of the business side of stuff where you normally have to. Well, that was part of the master's degree. These professors from U of M and stuff come over and were teaching us this stuff. So I said, well, I'm going to maximize on these millionaires, and so they said my idea had some legs, and so I said, okay, great.
Yeah.
So that's how it was conceived. Through the CCS. And then, so how it was actually birthed was I graduated from the master's, and then I said, I ain't working for no company.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to start my own company, because why the hell did I do a master's and all this business stuff and spend like $60,000
Yeah.
to go to a company?
Work something else. Yeah.
So I'm like, we're starting our own company. My wife we're together with that. So we did that. And so for our grand opening, instead of just, we were going to plan on a little cocktail party. Yeah. But we need some entertainment. With cocktail parties, like it's like whatever.
Yeah.
So we said, all right, we're going to do a sketch battle. Sketch battle, firstly, I have to say, was the Russians, they do this online. They have little battles online.
Oh,
they were
really?
doing this in 2010 and before that. Beginning internet times, all the way from 2005. So anyway, they were doing these battles, and I was like, I'm ripping that idea, but I'm doing it in person, live, with the people around, and in a party environment. And that was our party for opening, of our design studio. And you know what? Unexpectedly, the images came, and
Really?
yeah, it was crazy, and it was packed, and I was sweating like a dog, totally inundated. And I was new to Detroit. I'd only been in here for 2 years, and I didn't know who the hell the Illages. He's like, oh, Brooke, the Illages are here and stuff. I was like, who are they? And then so they pointed, and he's this older guy, and I was like, wow, okay, cool. I didn't know anything about it, but anyway, sketch battle finished, and then so they later told me, well, he's one of the most wealthiest guys owning Little Caesars Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, well, that was totally cool. I wish I had known that, but
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that's how it was conceived.
Yeah.
Has there been anybody that's come to these sketch battles that's gone on to prominence, let's say, in
many people
in design?
Yeah, many people.
Yeah.
It's just been a filter through. Many people just they started off quite well since we started this 2012. It's been going 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's been in our very first one. That's been 10 years for them. So they would have gone through our sketch battle. then gone to get a job, and they've been in that career for 10 years. So now they're
That's
kind of
cool.
seniors designers and stuff,
Yeah.
level, designing trucks. And one of the guys designed the new Rivian truck.
Oh,
Luke,
really?
His name's Luke Mack. He gets credit for designing the truck. And he was one of our early sketch battlers.
That's a really cool story.
Yeah, he did a really nice picture of a light bulb, and he was very well. He's a very good illustrator, and we've had many other successful people come.
That's cool. Yeah.
And people have been hired from the sketch battle as well.
Very cool.
But that's not the point. I mean, it makes a great recruiting tool. I mean, it's not meant for that at all. But people do get hired there because these students, and there's professionals there too, they're under extreme pressure. 30 minutes per round. All these big executives are looking over their shoulder, and also public are looking over their shoulder, and it's intimidating.
Yeah.
So, but if they can perform under that pressure, they can perform under pressure inside a studio.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So,
Correct.
and we're very selective about who can come into the sketch battle. We don't let any Tom, Dick, and Harry come in. You got to have some skills to
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, everyone would want to join, and we only have limited space. But also, we just want that caliber to be very high.
I thought about signing up for it, but I can't find my box of Crayola crayons. Sorry.
No. I say, hey, we got crayons.
joked
We can get you together.
Yeah. Right.
Well, okay, it's termed as the Fight Club of Design. That's our thing.
That's right,
It's a
yeah.
Fight Club of Design because it's we always had hosted it in underground locations because like the warehouses.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Because it's very Detroit. Once again, paying homage to Detroit. Detroit is trying to brand itself as a design capital with the design festival, and a lot of design was rooted here with car design and airstreaming and industrial design.
Right.
So it's trying that, and so I'm trying to embrace that and having a sketch battle as part of that. But to the roots of Detroit, keeping at these underground abandoned warehouses. That's what we did at the beginning until sponsors started coming in and wanting the nice bathrooms.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, but that was the roots, and it was so cool because during the auto show, the Germans would come in, the French, not many French, but a lot of Germans, a lot of Asians, a lot of Europeans would come in, and they don't want, they go to the nice hotels and they go to the nice restaurants, but they really want to see the gritty nasty. And they want to see the cool Detroit, those underground things. So that was a big incentive for them to all go and to get away from all the stiff auto show stuff. The tie and all that stiff stuff. They can finally just chill out, have a few shots, chill out and just enjoy. And so we had Detroit techno going, but mellow, nothing offensive. And so it's all keeping in that Detroit theme, really.
Yeah.
And that vibe's going to continue with the January
Yes,
event
it
here?
is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We've got this time we're having a cyberpunk type of vibe because cyberpunk is all very current right now.
Very much so.
There's a big video game called Cyberpunk 2079, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And it's like a big deal, and it's just a thing.
Cool.
And so it's dark. So I want it to be dark, maybe a little smoke on the ground, and just TV monitors as the main light source. Maybe a few pink lights down below, but just very dark and moody.
Yeah.
Cool.
So who are the judges? How do you pick your judges? Are they from like the big three or?
The judges, the judges.
I like it.
Those cute things. So the judges are we get high profile people traditionally from the automotive world, higher up executives.
Okay.
So it adds credence to it. So that's who judges. Then we also have, the well-known, I love him as a judge, Camilo Pardo. Yeah, a well-known guy who designed the Ford GT, a local legend.
Yeah, very much so a local legend.
Yeah.
And a very good fine artist as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's got a mural in Eastern Market.
He's got the Mustang in Eastern Market, and then downtown he has a new one. It's a red car with a police car next door to it, and it's right downtown. It's beautiful. It's and a beautiful girl there.
Haven't seen that one yet.
That's super nice.
Yeah.
But a beautiful thing about this is, so as I say, all these design executives, the older people come in, and then the young people, and so this is and a lot of the time these older guys haven't seen their old school buddies for 10, 20
Yeah,
years. They're like,
yeah.
oh, I haven't seen you for years. And so, and they're just a really good party.
It's cool.
And it's all like-minded people.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. And, but then, so everyone gets a little bit, having fun type of feelings. And then the kids, I don't want to say kids, the students, it's very easy to talk to
Yeah.
because there's not this very stiff interviewee type vibe. So kids and the executives can talk quite freely. I mean, for example, the design exec might peer over when somebody's drawing over their shoulder and be like, "Oh, I really like what you're doing there," and then the student will be like, "Oh yeah, thanks," and then so it's just very easy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and you can talk about things freely. So that's another advantage
Yeah.
of this. Just yeah. Mm-hmm.
So on the junior sketch battle, that's Saturday or Friday?
The junior one is on Saturday.
Okay, now for the junior battle on Saturday and the one on Friday,
Mm-hmm.
is it still the same concept both days? I mean, is it the same?
Oh no. No,
Okay,
no,
because the
completely
first one's the starting of the party.
Yeah, the first one is a full blown party with
Okay.
alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the second. The one on that's on Friday night.
Yeah.
Then the one on the Sketch Battle Juniors, no alcohol.
It's
I mean,
probably during the day.
It's during the day.
Okay.
And something else
Strictly juice box.
about, just juice boxes and Capri Suns.
Yeah. Right.
But one thing. So this day was chosen particularly because it's called Industry Day at this College of Creative Studies.
Oh,
So
okay.
all of the students, the transportation design class, which put up the most orgasmic work, and then the product design students also have the same amazing work in fashion design. All their work is up. And as I say, it's called Industry Day because all the employers are coming through that Friday
Oh.
to look at all this nice
Yeah,
work that these
yeah.
people have put together. So all that's going to be up and around. So it's going to be very beautiful visuals during the Friday night event, but especially on Saturday when it's not dark.
Yeah.
And the parents and kids can be inspired and see all this beautiful artwork around,
Wow.
design work, and really bolster the whole concept of like, guys, it's okay to go to art school and do a design degree. It's not so bad, and you can really make some money. And I'm speaking just on my own behalf, but I can't think of anything better than sitting on my ass basically and drawing and creating fun stuff.
It's what you love, right?
Yeah, that's what I love.
Yeah.
And I hopefully can get more people into it.
Yeah, it's really cool because when I went to school,
Yeah.
I got a teaching degree to go along with all my art stuff because
Oh,
I
nice.
thought, okay,
That's a nice touch. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was, but it was my guidance counselors in high school
Mhm.
never told me, hey, you could be an illustrator. You could be there was nothing else that they thought of as for an art career beyond being an art teacher. And this was before the advancement of the computer to assist with stuff. So it's nice that kids now have
Exposure.
the exposure that you're giving them and knowing more that your art skills, your creativity can take you in several different
Right.
directions. I had one direction, so that's
Yeah.
that's where I went, and it took me until after I had graduated and was doing my student teaching where I realized, okay, I could, the computer can assist me. I can do page layouts. I can do illustration. I can do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
So I had a little bit of a detour
Yeah,
after that.
right.
Well, they say like
Yeah.
English class or math class is your best art class. That's where you learn to draw.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Seriously, it's like, yeah. You're not. You shouldn't be drawing in English class.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, those kids that did are rocking right now.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't know how to spell,
Yeah,
but they can
Hey,
sort of
no,
they can draw like a mother.
but designers
Yeah.
are famous for not being able to spell for
Yeah.
precisely that reason.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jeez. So, is there anything else you wanted to say about the sketch battle, Brooke? Corey?
Do you have another one planned after January? Or you're going to see how
not yet. We're
January
gonna
goes.
see how January goes,
Yeah.
and then it'll be easy to implement it again.
In the future, are you looking to tie it into around the time of a new auto show down in Detroit during the summer? Or?
God, this is
Yeah,
controversial.
sorry.
No,
Putting ideas in your head.
but it's a very interesting conversation because all of Detroit Auto is talking about it. Is the auto show dead? I mean, in the world, Because when you
Oh,
say the
yeah.
word, in Detroit too. So when
Yeah.
you say the word auto show, that instantly closes it to autos. But for example, the CES, Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas, is taking that over. Nobody is showing, everything's going concept. All concept cars are electric right now.
Right.
They're showing that Consumer Electronics Show. So they're not going to be showing those electric concepts anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a Consumer Electronics Show where they see the first glimpses of those. And so that takes away a lot of appeal of the auto shows.
Right.
And so people are like, and everything, yeah, it's kind of killing the auto shows. Auto shows are now becoming electronic shows because electric cars are not just about electric cars. It's about obviously the charging station.
Right.
Okay, but not even that because cars will probably start to integrate like a Jeep, for example, scooters for that last mile. So okay. Now here I just want to say something quickly.
Okay.
There's a trend right now. They're saying that city centers are clogged up with cars and they're kind of ruining city centers. You know, if we could get rid of cars out of city centers, that would make it a lot nicer, okay, in many, many ways.
Right.
So they're asking cars down the road, 10 years, 20 years, they're going to be asking cars to be parked a mile outside of town, outside of downtown. So you're going to have to get yourself in there one way or another, through public transport or a scooter or electric bike or walking, whatever. So I'm thinking, well, why don't they, when you buy a Jeep or when you buy a vehicle, it should have a built-in scooter or bike. You know, when you see these people putting bikes on their roofs and on the trunk, it looks like shit.
Yeah.
And it scratches your car up, and it looks horrible. So why don't you just integrate the whole damn thing?
Yeah.
And so you park outside and you ride your scooter in.
Yeah.
So now that gets to the point of, well, it does not. We're not doing auto shows anymore. It could be called mobility show. It can, or maybe electronic show.
Yeah.
But cars and mobility and electronics are all integrating because you can charge your laptop in your car, the F-150, the Lightning. You can run your whole house on that thing for a few days.
Mm-hmm.
So it's become the electric cars have just opened up the whole world of mobility.
Right.
It's more involved in our lives now.
So they pretty much got to freshen up the name of auto show, not just because it's just auto show. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, gasoline.
Yeah, right. I mean, they're still cool, but auto show is just
Yes.
it's been like that for the last how many years? You know,
Right.
they need to, like you were saying, change it up.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that's
so
and they have a lot of competition too.
oh yeah. So yeah, we were just talking about the sketch battle coming up in January.
27th and 28th.
20
Friday the 27th, and January 28th, which is Saturday. One for the kids, Saturday, one's for the kids and parents. Get yourselves down.
Yep.
It's free and it's fun. Lots of beautiful things to see. That's the kids' ones on Saturday, but the big banger is on Friday night.
And how do you sign up for this? Where do you go for this?
I'm going to have to send you a link because I haven't set that signing up
Okay,
yet.
all right.
Because we've got a couple of months, but I haven't set that up
Yeah,
yet.
all right. Cool, very cool.
Yeah, it'll be very fun.
All right, so we're going to switch gears now.
Sure.
Is that good?
It
Absolutely.
needs a switching gears sound effect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got to top off the tank again, though. So now we're going to switch gears to. This happened during the Woodward Dream Cruise, right?
Yep.
And it
What
was
happened during the Woodward Dream Cruise?
What happened?
What happened?
What
You
didn't
you
happen?
You didn't hear about it?
Yeah.
What?
Well, you had.
I'm setting it up. I'm segueing.
Okay, very good. I'm not too bright.
Oh, well, let me tell you all about it.
Okay, yeah. So let's talk about. You did some work with Mobsteel in Detroit,
Yes. Yep.
and go ahead, take it away. What you guys
Right.
been doing there?
Well, it was a year in the making. It was called a concept called Motor City Vice.
Yeah.
And this was a Lincoln, 1966 Lincoln Continental that Mobsteel had.
Yes.
And they were going to fix it up for the 100-year Lincoln anniversary, which was going to be, it was August. It was in August.
Yeah. During the
so
Dream
that-
Cruise.
During the Dream Cruise. So they launched it on the first day of Dream Cruise. I think it's called the Dream Show. It was at the M1 Concourse.
Yes. Yeah.
So this car, called Motor City Vice, it was in the center stage of the whole operation, right up on the front stage, and then meanwhile all the bands were playing and stuff. So it was right dead center of everything. And Motor City Vice, Adam called me up August the year before. He says, Brooke, we got this 66 Lincoln, and we wanna. He had some ideas. He says, Brooke, can you like sketch this up and draw this stuff up and design it up? I said, sure. And see, what he said was, he's got this Lincoln and he wants to make the theme Vice, a Miami Vice, Miami Vice theme. I guess a little bit like Tubbs. Crockett was driving the Ferrari Daytona, and then Tubbs was driving a big old Lincoln. No, Cadillac convertible, I think.
It's
okay.
a long time
I
ago
know it
for
was,
me.
but I still have it in my mind.
Yeah, I do too. I can't think of what it was.
A big convertible.
Yeah, it was the Cadillac.
Yeah, it was
yes.
a big,
Okay.
50 something.
Yeah.
With the big in wings. And so anyway, so anyway, Motor City Vice. That was the concept. He wanted to follow that Miami Vice thing, and there was something else. Oh, and so he says he also wants to have interchangeable parts of the car so it can match his clothes. He wants to jump out of the car and have a tracksuit, a cap, shoes, and he wants to match the interior of his car. Yeah. So he asked me to develop concepts for this, and so I went to work and I started researching this Miami Vice look, the soft pinks and
pastels and stuff.
And so I came across this thing. That particular look is called Vaporwave.
Oh, really?
And so it's a big trend right now. But there's this other one which is way cooler. It's called Outrun. Outrun is an old video game from the 90s, and it's a lot moodier, a lot darker, more in the vibe of Detroit. Detroit's dark and kind of sinister in a way.
Right.
Okay, in a way. Not like Miami. Miami's this pinks and flamingos.
Flamingos, right.
Miami. Yeah. Detroit's way different.
Yeah.
So I found this Outrun look, and Adam loved it, and I started designing everything around this Outrun look. And it's more about deep purples and deep hot pinks. Yeah. And those are the main colors. And there's always a cliche sun in the background.
Yes.
With the stripes coming through. That poster that I
Yeah.
So anyway, he said this is what he wants to do. I phoned him back up after I thought about it for a week, and I said, look, I have this concept for doing full-size artworks, i.e. portraits, the front of a car, just like a portrait of a face. Excuse me. I want to do full-size portraits of cars. Cars are average, say, 6 feet wide, 6 or 7 feet wide, and so I want to do full-size. So I said, Adam, I want to do a full-size front of your Lincoln with all the details and make it a piece of art. So he says he wants to be the first buyer of this thing, and we're going to use this as the foundation for the whole build. So I was designing this piece of artwork with the background of the city, with the colors, with the sun in the background, the cityscape, and a lot of attention to detail about the city of Detroit. And we took those details and applied them to, they were kind of like patterns, and we applied them to the backs of the seats of the car, to the inlays of the doors, and then to the swoosh on the Nike shoes. And so we integrated this artwork graphics into all of the pieces of the car. Right. And so, excuse me, I'm getting a little wasted. Yeah, that's not a joke. So, no, but anyway, seriously. So that's how it all came about. Yeah. And it worked out so nicely, and I knew he wanted, so they obviously own Detroit Steel Wheels. Right. And basically you can put any design on a steel wheel if you want. So I designed this, I was looking all into the 80s style wheels back in the day. Yeah. And so I designed out a range of wheels for him, and he chose some and built those things and added its own colors. It was such a beautiful harmony. And so
excuse me, he built those wheels there?
Yeah, he did.
Those things are just crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know?
Yeah, no kidding. It was amazing. I just did the idea of the graphic.
Yeah.
The holes. And then he went in there and painted all these little colors on there. Yeah, and it just popped it like a base. And it's for a Lincoln. It's such a contrast. This is such a cool Lincoln because everyone thinks of Lincolns as gangster. Yeah. This is a Miami type of gangster. Yeah. You know, and it's these bright colors and so 80s and so it came out really special for a Lincoln.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. What was the feedback when people saw it?
Everyone was loving it. We pulled off the thing together, the cover, and people were like amazed. Those wheels popped it off in the back of the trunk. Not only does he have the air system, the air ride system, but the kicker subwoofer was covered. So I designed a boom box to go with this, and so they used that design to cover the bass, the subwoofer, so the bass could reflect off of it. And they had the shoes, so I designed these special shoes for it. I went to town and made these beautiful shoes because I'm also a shoe designer and design these. I didn't expect him to make these shoes totally as far as he did. I thought I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest, but he went to total town.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, Brooke, by the way, I'm getting these things made.
Wow.
And they're going to cost about $5,000, but I'm making these things." Some guys we got in LA, Mike, I didn't want to call these guys out. Okay, yeah. So a couple of guys made these shoes. Mm-hmm. So Adam sent my concept art to these guys. A guy in LA named Michael J. Kicks, that's his Instagram name, and then another guy in Las Vegas, Jordan Diab, D-I-A-B. If you want to look him up, they're two cool guys that make cool shoes. Anyway, they actually built these things, and so he really went through and with this whole concept, everything came out looking exactly the right way. Everything matched. Everything from the shoes to the boombox to the interior panels that were Velcroed on. You could change them out.
You could change them out, right.
And the wheels, and it was just really a fun new job and totally fresh idea on the Lincolns.
Now, was there something in the trunk too that was I'm sorry, Mark, to cut you off there.
No, go ahead.
Was there in the trunk? You could change the panels in the trunk too.
No.
Oh, okay, it wasn't.
No,
okay,
I don't think so. No,
okay.
No.
Yeah.
But the interior.
Interior.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You could,
So there's like strips on the back of the seats. It's bench seats, and you can rip them off and put on new ones.
Okay.
Also door spears, door panels.
Right.
You can take those off and put on other ones to match whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
So he had the whole range. And there was a local interior guy who made all that stuff.
Mario.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, he's super nice. Oh, here we go. Oh man. Oh, hold on. I got it.
We're
Notice
looking at
advice, well,
notes.
tires, suspension, engine, brakes, air ride, graphics, me. Okay, well. Oh, Jesus, I can't believe it. Okay, it'll come to me.
We'll be right back after a commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
So they approached you a year in advance. So from concept to completion, was it over a year then?
It was because, well, by the way, I just found the guys. A guy named
ahead.
Sean Paul from SPC Interior. I think he's a Detroit guy.
Okay.
Anyway, very good quality work. Yeah, it took a year because it's this full size piece of artwork which really got me by the balls, really, because I did a first one and I made it. I physically made it in my own place and I kind of liked it, but it was a first prototype.
Yeah.
And I figured I need to do way more. And so what I did was I did a second one. And so that first one took me 6 months. The second one took me 6 months because it gets so deep. You should see, if I did a time lapse, I'm going to show time lapse. And then to see how drastically it's changed. Mm-hmm. It's like from seeing the seasons of that seasons of Michigan, that level from green to orange to nothing level changes.
Now I saw that drawing. Well, it wasn't actually a drawing at your shop, and it was like 2D or 3D. It wasn't.
It was huge.
Yeah, but it stuck out.
It did.
What do they call that?
Vinyls. It was vinyls.
Oh, vinyl.
Layered vinyls.
Yes. That had to take a long time to do.
It was such a pain in the neck. I swear it was a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
I stand back and you cannot do this on the computer. When you're doing that size of piece of work, you cannot. You look on the computer, it looks fine. Mm-hmm. But then when you do it big, you see, oh my God, there's like a square foot that there's nothing in there.
Right.
So you have to add some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there was with scissors and vinyl and cutting it out, sticking it on. It's very physically intensive.
Yeah.
But I found the best solution to that. I said, I ain't doing that again. Unless I get paid a bucket.
Yeah, right.
So I found this guy. Well, no, he's an old friend. Matt Zubrick from Jeep Graphics Studio. He's got this crazy printer. It's like a $400,000 printer. Mm. And what it does is it prints 3-dimensionally. So it can print relief of up to 6 millimeters, or maybe even 10 millimeters of relief. So what I mean is, for example, the Jeep Grand Wagoneer came out, and back in the day it had wood paneling.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So they put wood paneling stickers on this with real texture of wood.
Right.
So it's that type of stuff. You could put diamond plate stickers on, and it has the same texture as a diamond plate.
Wow.
So, or rust, you could do rust, physical rust, and rust pockets and
That's-
stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Fairly new technology,
It's,
isn't
it's
it?
very new technology.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
apparently, how this printer works is he lays down only black ink to get the relief first,
Yeah.
and then after that, it cures in UV light, and then after that, there's the ink layer that gives it all the color. So anyway, so what my point was is, he said he could print this for me with all these textures, and
Wow.
you know, so we the listeners can't see what we're going to talk about, but I was showing you that piece of that poster I gave you this afternoon, and that gradient. So I'm doing these mechanical gradients with all this texture, and now I could print it 3-dimensionally, so you could see it, touch it. So these people were like amazed. They're like, "Oh my God, you can print with 3D texture now?"
Yeah.
Now it's becoming actually kind of mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it's an amazing technology to print 3-dimensionally in text. It's like Braille.
Right.
You know, you don't
right.
need to punch it.
Yeah.
You just print it.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Was
I'm sorry.
Adam and Co. like completely on board? You know, was there ever a no, or was there ever doubt, or was there ever concern? Yeah.
No, he just trusted me. He
Yeah.
just trusts me. He always he just says let the artist do what he does. You know, he's like that. I'm just
Yeah, I've met
amazed.
Adam twice, and
he's
Yeah.
very much like that. And he just trusts me on
Very
it. So I've done a lot of their T-shirts, and
Mhm.
I just do a lot of the stuff with them anyway.
very
So
cool.
it's just a very nice symbiotic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah.
So is that car in their showroom down at their place, or?
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're keeping that. Is that?
I don't know what their plans are. They might try to sell it. I don't.
It
have
would look
a
good in
clue.
your driveway.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Would that look good? It looked
Yeah.
a little too good. It's a little out of place.
Yeah. I got to get down there sometime and check out their showroom because they have
Mhm.
that Bel Air down there.
Yes. Yeah.
That is really cool.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
Cadillac
I've
that
got
was
a lot
all
of- yeah.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the graffiti.
graffiti.
on it.
Yeah, that was you, wasn't it?
I didn't do the graffiti. No.
Okay.
I had this concept, and yeah, originally Adam wanted to do some graffiti on a Bentley, and then I came up with this graphic on a Cadillac. He got some kids to do the graffiti.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna take credit for that, but yeah. So yeah, they have a lot of cool cars down
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
lifted trucks and,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been inside once. It's a pretty cool
Yeah, I gotta get
facility
down
down
there,
there.
yeah.
And everyone's
Yeah.
so nice there, you know, and get some T-shirts and stickers and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very cool.
So Mark, I think we're gonna start a speed round.
What?
Yes, we're getting close to the end here.
That was speedy.
Speedy.
Yeah.
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 You got your notes?
Yeah, I do. Oh,
Okay.
they're almost done.
Phones away.
Yeah, phones away.
Meanwhile,
No,
I'm starting
these are-
mine up.
These are just fun. And completely different.
Yep.
So
Okay, we're gonna do the Marc Church speed round.
Yeah, with we need like
Dun, dun, dun.
we need some outrun music
Oh, you know,
before
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Sponsored by Sketch Battle
Yeah.
223.
We need some music effects.
Get on the piano, Peggy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
With Halloween coming up, there's a Halloween theme here.
Okay.
So, favorite Halloween candy?
Reese's, but the pumpkin ones.
Wait, what? Pumpkin?
I know what you're talking about.
No. They're shaped like pumpkins.
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't eating no pumpkin Reese's.
Yeah, they're shaped like a
Unless-
pumpkin.
They gotta be peanut butter and chocolate.
Can I get on this?
Yeah, yeah.
Mine is the candy corn.
Oh, those things.
Candy corn.
You know, the orange. It's like a,
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
it's like a little, looks like incense.
I had a
I love
pound.
candy
I had a
Yeah.
pound last week, man. It was just like,
In the little Coca-Cola wax bottles.
Oh, you like those ones?
I'm,
the wax
That's my-
bottles, really?
you remember those? Or
Yeah, you had to drink the liquid.
yeah, you break the
Yeah,
the wax off and
yeah,
Yeah.
Did you eat the wax after?
yeah, you chew on
You
these,
chew
you spit
it.
it
You
out.
chew it out.
Yeah.
You chew it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
those
those-
take me back.
Yeah.
So.
Me too.
What's scarier, Alice Cooper playing golf or Alice from the Brady Bunch?
Alice from the Brady Bunch, wasn't it a nice
Do you remember?
girl?
Do you remember Alice from the Brady Bunch? She was the maid.
Oh, she was a maid. Oh, that changes things.
For that nice blue
Yeah.
dress.
I thought it was one of the
Changes
daughters.
things. Well,
Alice in Chains.
or Alice in Shades.
I think you should have said Alice from the Brady Bunch playing golf. That'd be scary.
That'd be pretty scary.
Because when you
too,
bend over to
but-
pick up the ball, look out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you'll be in.
Right?
That's right.
Yeah. Moving right along.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I wish I had. I had.
Never seen a ghost. No. I have.
All right.
Yes.
Was it in this house?
No, it was up north.
Okay. Give some details. Then.
I was at my sister's house up north, up in Charlevoix, and we weren't even together yet. We were drinking. I don't know if it had anything to do with drinking, but
It did.
I was in the room, and I woke up, and there was this guy standing in there, old farmer, telling me to get out of there, get out of this bed, and I get out of here, get the hell out of here, and it was creepy.
Wow.
And he was yelling at me, and
So you weren't freaking out?
well, I was half on the
Yeah,
bag,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and then it's like when I woke up the next morning, I remember it's like, wow, that was freaky.
And who else were you with in the house? Anybody?
Well, my sister and her boyfriend were there, and two of my other buddies. My other buddy was down in the walkout, and he said there was somebody down there walking around. So, and the house is known to be haunted.
Yeah.
And
That sounds like a house that
yeah,
way up in Frankfort, Michigan, that we used
Yeah.
to stay in on ski trips. Had like a walk-in, and
Yeah.
it's just creepy vibes
Yeah.
in that house.
and this house it's an old farmhouse. There was an upstairs, but nobody ever went upstairs. They never redid the whole upstairs. They lived on the bottom level. It's like,
Because upstairs was too much.
yeah, it was too much. It was haunted. I'm telling you, that fucking house was haunted.
Oh,
The
my
house in
goodness.
Frankfurt had I never saw anything there. I heard stuff there, like
Yeah.
rattling chains,
Yeah.
but it also had a Scooby Doo type of portrait with this old woman who was the first owner of the home,
the ice
and the eyes. Would,
No way.
Yes, it was. And they're like, "Don't touch that.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
look at it. No, we can't take it down for
Yeah, right.
for the weekend while you're here
Oh,
because it was
wow.
just like it was creepy."
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Frankenstein, the Mummy, Wolfman, Dracula, or Creature from the Black Lagoon. These are all the classic Hollywood monsters. You got a favorite?
Yeah, Frankenstein's. I love it when cars Frankensteined up. Like you mix an an older F-150 with a square body. Like
Yeah.
the step side square body back end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stick that onto an F-150.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein. Yeah.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
That always kind of freaked
Classic.
me out when I was a kid.
That was a weird one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come walking out of the swamp.
Yeah, that was the 80s,
So-
wasn't it?
So good.
It was way before the 80s.
Way.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
the 80s.
It
It
was
was Swamp Thing.
golden
Oh.
age.
Swamp Thing, the big
Yeah.
guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Swamp Thing was creepy.
This
That's
guy had
good
all
stuff.
the little gills on him and
Oh,
the
that-
wet
yeah.
fingers.
Yeah. Yeah. Great stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. The pumpkin spice latte was first introduced by Starbucks in what year? 2001, 2003, 2005, or 2007?
2007.
You are incorrect.
2003.
2003.
Oh, what?
2003. I know.
Oh,
That's crazy.
I knew we were drinking.
Yeah.
That was a guess.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I thought I was so sure on that.
Last one.
Uh-oh.
All right.
For all the money.
For all the money here, this one is worth 1 million nothings. Teenagers are banned from trick-or-treating in parts of Canada. True or false?
I'd say true.
True. True.
Is it true?
Yes.
Is
In,
there a reason?
in Bathurst, New Brunswick,
Why?
teens will face a $200 fine. They believe it's soliciting.
But if the people are there handing out the candy,
Hey, it's Canada, man. It's
okay,
Canada.
it shouldn't be soliciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it's Canada.
Yeah, Canada's.
There's weird things in
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah, there is definitely.
Huh.
Hockey, curling,
Curling.
Yeah.
Now, I like curling.
illegal trick-or-treating.
Oh, what's that French fries with the white things on top?
Oh, poutine. Poutine.
Poutine. I've
So
never
what-
had that.
Wait, if you're giving out poutine, I wonder if you face a fine. You've never had poutine?
Never had poutine.
It's
Poutine, but not poutine.
Yeah, yeah.
But going back to the
Well, that's multiple poutine.
right.
So poutine is multiple
Poutinis?
You've only had one piece of poutine.
Okay, let's try poutine. Let's go back to the Halloween.
and
thing.
the speed round always takes.
Never
a minute.
again.
Yeah.
But I remember being a kid at Halloween. People would hand out popcorn balls.
Mm-hmm.
You wrap it in foil.
Mhm.
Popcorn ball. You can't do that nowadays because
No,
you know
they won't let you.
Why not?
because people
Gotcha.
poison stuff. That was back in the day. Like you couldn't get apples because someone would put a needle or a razor in it.
Yeah.
You know.
I read something the other day. It said parents, don't be alarmed. With society the way it is now, nobody's giving out free drugs to poison your children.
You're right.
Yeah.
You
They're
don't need
keeping
to.
that shit for themselves.
No.
Yeah. That's all the speed round questions.
Okay,
I
cool.
got.
Very good,
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah.
Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Right, Peg? We're
Yeah.
done.
That was a really fun sesh.
Brooke, thank you very much for coming out.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for having
Always
me.
inspiring.
Yes, and
Inspiring.
I will get the link from you on Speed Battle.
Yes.
Sketch with
yes,
Battle.
yes.
Speed round, speed
But I
battle.
do
Wait,
like
we
that.
can combine these two.
No, we'll have the last round called the speed battle.
Yeah, right,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Sketch Battle 2023.
Yep.
I'll post something about it, and I'll start posting the picture that you have up.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the video today on YouTube.
Great.
Yeah, it's really cool.
What, that little 20-second?
Yeah, a little 20-second thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you hear the neon lights tinking?
Yeah, yes I did. Yes, very cool.
Neon lights blinking.
Yeah, I liked it.
Very outrun.
Yeah.
So, thanks again, Mark, for coming out.
Thank you.
Brooke, Peggy, thank you for all what you do. This is Car Scene with Dean, episode 12. This will be up probably at the end of the week because I have to put my last show that I did Friday. That's going to be up this week, and I don't want to put two together. You know what I mean? I want to keep them apart so people have the time. But the last two shows are going to be on YouTube and on Spotify. So check it out. This is Car Scene with Dean. Talk to you soon.